You know, it's funny, man, how this boxing game works. You know, how everything always comes into fruition, and how, fights always get made, man. And this shit got me thinking, man, this Triple G versus Froch fight. This fight is eerily similar to Gerald Mcclellan versus Nigel Benn. It's almost the exact same situation. You got Gerald Mcclellan, or Triple G, knocking everybody the fuck out at middleweight, destroying guys, just totally obliterating guys. Especially McClellan, man. I mean, this dude was starching people out first, second round, like Mike Tyson type explosive knockouts. I mean, Golovkin is like outboxing guys and knocking them out, which is remarkable as well because he's doing it with a little bit more skill. But McClellan was just a mean, disturbed, angry motherfucker, man. Like, he just had mental problems. Like, he wasn't right mentally, man. And he really wanted to, like, kill people in the ring. But you got the middleweight that's knocking out everybody, gonna move up to super middleweight, basically for a payday, bypassing, working his way into the division, bypassing, a tune-up fight, and taking on basically, the top dog, which is Froch, and back then, which was Nigel Benn, taking on a top dog. Froch is not the top dog, but he's top 3, just like Benn. He probably wasn't the top guy, but he's at least top 3, and he's going to this guy's backyard, just like Gerald McClellan did. He went to his backyard and got, permanently injured for the rest of his life, man. He ended up with a hematoma, man. Or a hemorrhage or a ICH, whatever you want to call it, man. The dude ended up blind. He lost his memory. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Triple G. McClellan ended up, getting knocked out, or he counted himself out because of the injury. But, this is just a similar situation, man, where you got a guy like Nigel Benn who, he's not the strongest guy. He's not the biggest puncher, but he's just a tough motherfucker, man. He's just strong, just like Carl Froch, man. He's just strong, throw a lot of punches, has an iron chin, and just won't stop coming. And, that's what happened in that fight between Nigel Benn and Gerald McClellan, man. Gerald McClellan had him out of the ring, knocked him out of the ring in the first round. Out, Some say the fight should have ended in the first round, but, you get extra time. A lot of people don't know when you knock a guy out the ring, you get more than 10 seconds to get back in the ring. And just Nigel Benn's will, man, and, the way he kept coming and landing all those shots on, the offensive knockout artist who came up from middleweight, Gerald McClellan, the accumulation of punishment, man, sent this guy into a coma, dude. You know what I mean? And it's really a travesty what happened to him, and it's really a travesty that people don't talk to him or give him his props much anymore. But this fucking Golovkin Froch fight, I honestly can see it happening the same way, man, where, Golovkin lands a few bombs, maybe drop Froch, but, he just keeps coming, man. He just keeps coming. And I got to call a spade, man. This is a tough fucking fight, man. This is a tough fight. Tough fight to take, dude. I mean, it could be arrogance, And I'm riding with Triple G all the way, man. You know, it can be arrogance. It can be maybe they know something, but I just don't see how this can be an easy fight. You know, because basically, if you look at this, you got to look at this. You know, if you look at this for what it is, man, Triple G has no physical advantages in this fight. Okay. You know, only really thing he has is the power advantage. You know, he has the power advantage, which is we all pretty much can agree that he has that. You know, and you know, basically that would mean I'm picking a guy to win just based on punching power. I know, and he does have the boxing ability, but you know, Froch is a tough motherfucker, man. You know, to say that Triple G is gonna go in there and knock that man out in front of 80,000 of his fans, man. If he does that, man, that boy is a cold motherfucker, man. That is all-time great win right there, dude. If he could spark him out in front of 80,000, dude, you know, if he could do that shit, man, that solidifies it for me, man, as he's one of the greatest fucking middleweights ever. If he could go in there and spark that man out like that, because it'll be so beautiful and so significant of a win, man. But you know, man, hey, man, you know, that's a tough task, As Gerald McClellan, he found out, you know, the guy's gonna have all the support of the fans, all those people behind him, man. He's gonna, you know, get that adrenaline rush from the crowd, you know, just like Nigel Benn did, dude. Nigel Benn was down twice in that fight, man, and he still kept coming, man. He just kept coming. I mean, there was a lot of things going into that fight. We know that Mcclellan, he just, his team was in disarray. He left Emmanuel Stewart, you know, and his corner was in disarray. You know, he was basically coaching himself out there. We know that Triple G has a more solid team behind him, and Triple G is a disciplined athlete and probably a more disciplined boxer. So, I mean, just food for thought, man. I mean, if you're a Triple G fan, you know, don't overlook Froch, man. Froch is a tough motherfucker, man. Tough, man. With long arms, he knows how to use his reach. He can fight on the inside. He can, you know, if you watch, you know, you watch Froch, right? You know, if you go back and watch when he fought Pascal, before he fought Andre Ward and he lost that fight, when he fought Kessler the first time, you know, when he fought those fights, man, you know, he wasn't fighting as, he didn't fight as smart. You know, you could tell that he learned from that Ward loss. You know, he learned how to smother his opponent. He took aspects from Ward, actually, man. You can see the difference. He learned how to smother his opponents and fight on the inside, and most importantly, he clinches a lot more since that Ward loss. He clinches and fights in the clinch, just like Ward did to him. He kind of learned from that, man, and we know Froch got a big right hand, and woo, man, this could be a dangerous fight for Golovkin, man. You know, you can't, and if you're Golovkin, you go in there and you get knocked out like George Groves or something like that, man. That's, you know, that could be severely debilitating to this guy's career. So, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, man. You know, as they all say, man, history only repeats itself. I'm out.